S'mores are a perfect summer dessert, but if you want to make this sweet treat even better, try making your own marshmallows.
And joining us now is party hostess diva Liz Corbett. She's here to tell us how to do it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Small disclaimer before we get started. Marshmallows are probably your favorite snack in the world.
S'mores are my favorite snack in the entire world.
She's over the moon right now, so let's get started because she wants to eat these so badly.
Okay. Making your own marshmallows, I would say, is not a beginner recipe. You want to have a little bit of experience in the kitchen, and I'm going to show you these steps, the most important parts of making marshmallows at home. It's not difficult, but you have to really pay attention to what you're doing. It's like a chemistry project.
It's baking, it's science.
Yes. I mean, it looks like it over here.
It is. And we've got a couple of things that you may not normally use. The ingredients that are going to go into marshmallows, if you were to guess, you know, I don't know if people really know what goes into marshmallows.
Is it gelatin?
Sugar?
Yeah,
Exactly.
lots of sugar.
Two excellent guesses. Sugar. We have regular granulated sugar, and then we have light corn syrup, water, gelatin. You are correct. That's what gives it that nice rubbery texture. And the two parts of the recipe are that you're going to heat the corn syrup and the sugar and the water in a saucepan on the stove. But here's where you get precise. You're going to want to use a candy thermometer. You can find these in any kitchen store.
Now, is that different from a meat thermometer?
It absolutely is different. And on there is marked, and we want to get this up to 238 degrees. So you see what I mean about being very precise.
That's very precise.
That's science working right
238.
there.
Marshmallows are candy, and when you're making candy and you're using temperatures, it has to be exact, because then it's going to get the right consistency for your marshmallows. And I've got this already going, so you see when you get the sugar all mixed in
it's
here,
bubbling.
it's clear, it's extremely hot. This is not a helper, kids helping in the kitchen
This is
photo
a
project.
kids watch TV.
Sugar
They
burns
can
are
watch
awful.
from a distance. Exactly. The part they can help with, and I'm going to have you open up that gelatin there.
Just one packet?
All four of them.
All
four
four
of them.
packets. So there is a lot of gelatin.
This
Good
is
guess.
showing 1/4 of the recipe. So you can imagine it makes like a big 9 by 13 pan of marshmallows. And this is the only cooking part that you're doing. You're heating up the Karo syrup and the sugar to a certain degree. And your gelatin is just sprinkled right on top of the cold water. And that gets just this wonderful, you know, jelly clear kind of a consistency. After it sits for about 5 minutes, you just let it kind of hang out there in the water.
So I don't stir it or anything?
No, and then the two processes are, this is going to be in a heavy-duty mixer. So the one important thing to remember is have the right tools. This is not a whisk by hand type of recipe. You want to have a stand mixer or a very powerful mixer with a whisk attachment, which looks like this as opposed to the paddle.
Yeah, that is a heavy-duty mixer.
This is not for whips. This is a serious recipe.
Be serious about this
So
one.
it's the gelatin and the water, and then the Karo syrup and the sugar gets heated to a certain degree and then poured into, and then you are going to whip this to a marshmallow state. And this is the end result. Now you can go ahead and poke it and play with it. Yes.
Well, that
fun?
That
It
is
feels
a little
like
fun.
marshmallows.
Isn't that fun?
I don't know if I want to eat the part that we're all poking, but
I've got some already cut out for you.
okay, that we
So
haven't played with.
The advantage of making your own marshmallows, first of all, they're fantastic. They don't have all the extra preservatives and such in them. They're just pure ingredients. And the second part that's really fun is you can cut them in different shapes. And I've got some cookie cutters out here for you.
Laura.
I would love to do a star.
Already. And you're going to want to go, Seth, on that shorter piece
on the short
right there.
one. Thank you.
Just right
Look at
down.
that.
It's a sticky project, so I've got the wet cloth here for you.
Thank you for
Thank
looking
you.
out for us.
Well, why don't, Laura, you stick with this, maybe have some snacks, because later in the show, we're going to take it to the next level. We're going to use these marshmallows and create a s'mores bar.